Hey guys, welcome to this edition of Bounce Masterclass. Today we have tracked the music mogul Ubi Franklin to his company here in Lekki, his tech company Instant Pickup. The guy has become a laundryman, so we shall be discussing about how he made the transition and the one or two things that we are going to learn from how he diversified into tech. Let's go have a chat.
Hi, my name is Kiki.
Sean Kentebe. Deyemi Okolawon.
Je m'appelle Ufoma McDermott.
Ronke Odusoya.
Sean Wajaya.
And you're watching
Bounce.
to see a lot more.
Click here to subscribe, okay?
Hey guys, welcome to today's edition of Bounce Masterclass. Mr. Franklin, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for making our time in your busy schedule to join us in this edition.
Always.
So, when people talk about Ubi Franklin, what comes to mind is music.
Yeah.
Of course, you've made your mark in the entertainment industry, especially music. But lately, you've dipped your hands in a sector separate from music. So, but recently you've delved into technology, made significant investment, and we are beginning to see the results.
Yeah.
What inspired this move?
Thank you so much. I have this idea that you need to diversify everything you're doing. You need to scale. I've done music for about 13 years, and I just thought about it that there are other things. I've traveled around and I've come to understand that there are many businesses around the world that can do better in Nigeria, or there are many ideas that can change our country and also help our ecosystem. So that's why I say, you know what, where I've succeeded in music, I don't think I have anybody to compete with in the music anymore. So let me just try something else. So I'm still doing music, all my businesses are still working, but I'm just trying to build that ecosystem, make sure that everything works properly.
One would have thought that the common instinct would be to invest, diversify in other areas of entertainment, but you chose to be a laundryman in tech. You know, why was that decision?
I tried. I've done a few movies.
Okay.
I've invested in a few movies. I tried one maybe 2 years ago, and then it was a big problem. So I just said, you know what, I'm not doing that. Let me focus on things that I believe are mine. You know, things that I can control. You know, in music, you cannot control. You can only control your record label.
Yes.
You cannot control the artist on the record label. Mm-hmm. So they get to a point where they are the one taking the decision for you, because they can wake up and say they are not doing it anymore and leave. So that investment is spoiled. But for other businesses, you are in control. The customers are in control. Once your services are good and everything is, so I've tried a few other ones in the entertainment sector, but it didn't come out as well as I wanted. The stress was too much. Too much of problems, you know, lies. I decided to drop that.
Cool. So what was the eureka moment for you, the time you decided to make investment in technology, to develop a tech solution?
Was in 2016 when I traveled to America to have a baby. So, you know, me, I'm this kind of person, I never sit one place. So I was just there, I was like, I always do my laundry myself and everything. I was like, you can imagine if someone has a pickup service for laundry, you know, that can just go around, pick up this laundry. So Instant Pickup as a company, yeah, the Instant Pickup is not just laundry.
Okay.
It's laundry, janitorial, and cleaning service, and also the one we're about to launch is logistics. So to do logistics for everything, so we're moving goods and services around the country. Yeah.
Awesome. So, but tell me about Instant Pickups. What has it been so far?
It's been, you know, when you start a business that you've never done before,
yes,
and nobody has ever tried it,
yes,
it becomes different, right? I've looked at it, I've learned a few things. That's why I'm trying to tie a few knots here and there, and then we keep adding a few services, and or we keep changing some things to make it work.
Yes.
We're trying to change the narrative. So there are a lot of people that we need to keep talking about to do a service. And now another thing is, owning a business like this, you find out that your friends that are actually your friends might not use the business. Excuse me. So I actually get to the point where I find out that there are people that even I don't know that actually use the business. So it's
So, but in terms of traction, because a business like yours depends on user acquisition, increasing your user base for you to be able to make profit. But in terms of that, what has the numbers been looking like?
But the numbers have been good. We released our numbers recently where we've done about 9,500 and something wash in 365 days. That's huge.
Okay.
We've done we have about 15,000 downloads. It's been good. Yeah, it's been good.
In terms of volume of transactions.
You see, the funny thing about laundry.
Yes.
I can wash 10 pieces of clothes, and my bill will be maybe 10K.
Okay.
Some people wash 10 pieces of clothes, and their bill will be 100K. It depends on the kind of clothes you're washing and the specification. So the money is not bad, but it can be better. Yeah.
So, but in terms of people's response, for instance, what has been the major pain points for you?
Wow, people can actually do this. You respond and you come on time. People can actually be on time in Nigeria. Like if you go on any of our websites and just ask a question, somebody will reply you in less than 30 seconds, max 1 minute. And that 1 minute is even too long for response time. Max 30 seconds, somebody will reply you.
That's where the instant came from.
Yeah.
But you're also talking about instant apartments. Can you share some?
Instant apartment is an apartment sharing platform.
Like Airbnb for Africa.
Yeah. So I came to a point where every time I travel, I like staying in apartments. So I'm like, oh, there are likes like me that like staying in apartments,
Instead of hotels.
So I launched that. That's done way better than instant pickup. That's done. We're not 1 year yet.
Okay.
Instant pickup just turned 1 year on the 20th of this month.
Yes.
Instant apartment will be 1 year November 28th. So we're not 1 year yet, but the numbers are very high. So we're about to also launch Instant Ride, like the taxi side. That's what the meeting I was having.
So comparing the numbers of instant pickup and instant apartments, what are we looking at?
Instant apartment is higher.
What range are we looking at? You've done 9,000.
Let's say you see, for instant apartment, it's bulk cash.
Okay.
Yeah, if somebody is staying for 1 week, it depends on the apartment. 1 week might be 2 million naira.
Yes.
If somebody is staying for there's money, but you see, it's not about the money right now. And I'm after trying to create traction, trying to scale the business, grow my user, make sure that customers are satisfied, create safety. I don't think a business is I've not even made the money that I've spent in building the business and promoting it. I'm not even near. But the good thing is, once you start a business and you see that it's actually working, it makes you feel more comfortable than when you do a business and you're sitting there waiting, you sleep. The good thing about it is every day here in this office, all our companies make money.
So you are not a typical tech guy, software developer, and all that. You are a business guy, entrepreneur. How has that been a challenge for you? What difference has it made?
So it got me to read more.
Yeah.
I've been doing a few courses. It got me to read more, to listen more, because it's not in the business other side where I have to just keep talking the things I know in business. Now it got me to the point where I've decided to bring the guys that know the tech, and I learn from them. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll go on a short break. When we come back, we shall be talking about the lessons he has picked from his venture into tech, and then how you can benefit from it if you are in the industry, for instance, or willing to diversify your portfolio. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, this is Bam Bam.
And Teddy,
Download Bounce News app. Your news,
your edge.
Welcome back. We are still talking with the CEO of Instant Pickup, Mr. Ubi Franklin. And then we were talking about how he ventured into the industry. We are going to be talking about the things he's learned so far, and he's going to share those lessons. If you pay attention, perhaps this could be what you always waited for. Okay, Mr. Franklin. So, so far, you've been a year old delving into the tech industry, creating a solution and trying it out in the market.
Yeah.
If I were in the industry, in the entertainment industry, for instance, and willing to diversify into tech, for instance, what would be my most important considerations?
You need to do a very, very great survey. And what people get wrong nowadays, this thing is not for everybody. Tech needs a lot of money. I know that starting this business has got up at least close to $4 million. You know, it needs a lot of money. And for you to, it's not just cheap to come from somewhere and just come and sit down and say, okay, you just want to, no. You need a lot of money. You need to, so for tech, you need to start selling to your community, your friends, sell to your community. Before you can start selling to even your local government, before your state and everything, and then start living out. So if those people are buying, that means others will buy. So that's another thing you need to learn. You need to listen more, especially if you're not a tech savvy. If you're not a tech person, in terms of you're not a programmer, you don't understand what software and codings are, you need to listen properly. You need to talk to people. You need to seek a lot of advice, you know, but also not everything you take, because you see, if a programmer is talking to you, he's not talking to you as a businessman.
Oh,
I'm a businessman in tech, not a programmer and the guy that put the buttons. But I know that once you finish putting that thing together, I can sell it and we can make money from it. But I have the idea. Once I put the idea in front of you, you know what codes you use to put it together and make sure that it's on every mobile phone or every website. And then
you see, in the industry, those in the industry now are making a lot of money, but it's kind of fickle. It comes and then boom. But before that happens,
that's the entertainment industry.
Yes, that's the entertainment.
There's
industry.
no money. There's no money in acting, but there's money in music.
Good. So those who are in music, for instance, making money and hoping to tap into the tech space, would you consider it a smart decision?
Yeah, especially for the so they don't misconstrue my thing about movies, no money. See, the thing is, our industry is not structured. If our industry was structured, the movie is meant to make a lot of money. We're 180 million Nigerians, and we export a lot of our content abroad. So there should be a structure. You know, piracy is killing them and a lot of stuff. So for music, if you like pirate it, you still need me to come and perform in front of you. Do you understand?
Yes.
And the more hit songs I have that are playing in clubs, the more you want me. Now, the lifespan of an actor, right?
Yes.
The lifespan of an actor is longer than the lifespan of an artist.
A music artist.
Yeah, a music artist. Now, the thing is if I have 10 hit songs this year, there's no guarantee I'll have 10 hit songs next year. But if I'm a good actor this year, there's a guarantee that if there are 10 movies next year, 5 of them I might be involved. Yeah. Do you understand? So now, and there is, as a new actor, it's easier for you to enter. It's not easy, but it's easier for you to collaborate with other guys. Now, if you're a new artist, it's difficult for you. If you're a new musical artist, it's difficult for you to actually meet up with a new. It's easier for you. It's more difficult for you to meet up with a big artist, right, to do music. But if you're a big actor, when you get on set, the director brings a new person and is acting with you. That person
is selling you.
Yes, I'm selling you. So now, that's the reason why you see there are many of them coming in every year. Every year, you know, there are this on Instagram. I say, oh, this person is an actor. I check the person's Instagram. Person is like 200,000 followers. I've never met. I don't know this person.
Okay, so while they are making money, you've been able to sit down to think out how to diversify your portfolio to keep the income stream. those who are just singers, for instance, making music, making money now, would you consider it a smart decision to invest in technology?
Yeah, it's a smart decision to invest. There's an American artist. Is it Chamino? What's his name? There's an American artist that invested in tech. He's making a lot of money right now. I think he's even going to stop music. He was a rapper. I can't remember his name. His name just skipped me. See, it's also very important. It must not only be tech. There are many businesses to invest in. There's agriculture, you know. There are many things to invest in. But before you invest in anything, let it be something that in your spirit, you know that you have the passion to push. You know, there are days in this office, I'll sit down here, I'll just call my team and say, I want to give up. Yeah. So you need to have that mindset that you never want to give up, because that's the only thing that will keep you in this whole crazy environment.
So if I were trying to make that kind of investment and I didn't have as much access to fund as you did, what would you have done differently?
One thing worked for me. I was already popular, people know me. So if you go and start up a business and you spend 20 million naira to promote, I might spend 10 million naira, because I'll use my followers, people I know, people that know me. When they say, Ubi is doing something, the word will spread more. But if you're doing something, it takes you time to climb. Do you understand? So, so if you and I are doing the same business and you're spending 50 million, I might be spending 25 million, but we're on the same level. So you'll be asking, this guy's spending 50 million, but it's not like that. It's things that, because I'm like a billboard as well.
Yeah.
I carry the businesses myself, you know. Yeah.
So we're talking about funding, bootstrapping, for instance. You don't have the cash as much as I do. As in, what would you do differently if I were in the industry? I didn't have as much cash as you
for
had
me, I
when
would say you should start.
Yes.
Because if you don't start, there's going to be a big problem, because it always comes where, now, if you don't start,
Yes.
you can't build traction. Now, once you can build traction, an investor will not see your business. You can't just carry a pitch and just go and be showing an investor. You need to at least have done something and gotten to a certain level.
Yes.
You know, the thing is working. And then, in this small thing you're doing, 100 people are already using it steady, and nobody is in this platform, and everything is working fine. Payment is going, everything. Oh, I mean, just said, how can we? So you now tell the investor that if you give me $2 million, I'll move this thing from 100 people using it to 1 million people using it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So the investor now feels comfortable. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what, because an investor doesn't just come and say, I just meet you and say, how you doing, sir? I have this idea, and they bring money and give you. No, you have to have built something, you put something together.
So instant pickup and instant apartments, have they all been your personal investments, or have you had other investors?
When I started,
yes,
it was I had to sell a few things here and there that I was not using. So they one or two houses. I sold a few shares in other things that I was doing. Then I was able to raise money to start. So when I started, along the line, I had to bring in a partner, someone who understands tech, you know. And he came in, and then we started sharing the risk in the business. But I want to push the business to a point where I can get like VC funds. You know, those heavy $1 million, $2 million, 30 or 40, $50 million investment in the business. So to help us grow and become bigger. But for now, we're still scratching the surface. I'm trying to make sure that everything stands. I'm planting right now.
So social media is huge.
Yeah.
You know, so how critical is it to the success of the business so far?
Every good thing on social media has helped our business heavily. Because, you know, we use digital ads and all that. Every time people talk about me on social media, there's somebody new, 1 or 2 or 3 new people that I knew that I want to know about, that are like, who is this guy? They go and check your page, they see what you're doing and everything. Some of them, at the first time they see, they try to use the service. So social media has been very helpful.
Awesome. One last thing. What is the vision for Instant Pickup?
I'm trying to grow this business. I'm trying to grow this ecosystem and make sure that it's something that stands very strong. I want 5 years from now for we look back and see that we've actually changed the way people think and the way people do things. In the next 10 years,
Yes.
tech will control the country, Nigeria. I want to be among the top 5 wealthiest tech entrepreneurs in Africa.
Awesome.
So you have to start from somewhere.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And on that note, we come to the end of this edition. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Franklin, for
Thanks
joining
so much.
us.
Appreciate it.
Yes. So, and that's it. We've come to the end of this edition of Bounce Masterclass. Hope you learned one or two things. Do follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, and then you can punch on the subscribe button on YouTube for more editions of Bounce Masterclass. Thank you for watching. My name is Jonah Wakwako.
Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite boy, I'm Shine.
Okay, Mr. Song is the Kingmaker.
If we're not that.
Leo the Silver.
Tanika.
Angel.
Always download Bounce News.
Bounce News.
Bounce News app from
The Google Play Store.
and the Apple Store.
It's fun.
Keep bouncing.